Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Hold the door.
Game of Thrones.
Hold door.
Game of
I
Thrones.
fucking hate Hodor. Hey everybody, this is Matthew.
And this is Nick from Plastic Tombstone
This is I Heard Something About That.
with more Game of Thrones random intros thrown in there.
Yeah, we're stupid.
We're at the end. It's season finale.
Yeah, it is. We got a lot to discuss.
Yep. We're gonna talk. Obviously, we're gonna talk about Game of Thrones season 7 finale and season 7 in general, but that'll be at the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
And we'll just get to our regularly scheduled nonsense right now.
What we got on the plate this go round?
Let's talk about the eclipse because we talked about it a little last week.
We did.
So there was this rapper who got online. I can't remember what his name was. I read a story about him saying, "I don't need no glasses to look at the eclipse." So he stared at the eclipse and then promptly canceled 3 of his shows because he couldn't see.
Oh, well.
So there you go. Don't look at the eclipse, people. It's not a matter of toughness. It's not how cool you are.
No, I'm broke. You've already broken me right off the bat.
I just thought that was so funny. I can't remember what his name was, but he said, "I don't need no glasses," and then basically stared at the sun and then canceled his shows and then tweeted a bunch how he's seen a bunch of sunspots.
Well, good. Hopefully his eyes fall out of his head. You can't teach anybody anything.
You can't. Well, everybody wants to be tough. Everybody's all about being, "Oh, I'm tougher than the sun."
Or it's all like a big social media thing. Like, look what I did.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't need that. Look how cool I am. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's stupid. I just thought that was funny and stupid all
You
at the same time.
deserve whatever
blindness
whatever
you get.
ailment happens to you from that. Sorry, you deserve it.
So Samuel L. Jackson's a little upset that he is not in any of the next 2 Avengers movies.
Really?
He's just out. He said he hasn't gotten a phone call in a while.
Well, he had to do that rap album, right?
Did he do a rap album?
No, I just meant it looked like at the end of the Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah, where
it
he
looked like he's about to go bust out a rap album.
I remember that now. But yeah, he said I think that he's appearing next in the Captain Marvel, which comes afterwards.
Huh.
But that's like also a prequel to the Avengers. So
I'm sorry, there's no sense in shoehorning you in if you're not needed.
It's really what that is. It's not anything against him because he was such an integral part in the beginning, but now it's just like...
And it'll mean more when he comes back.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't need to be in every single one of them.
So speaking of things going around that happened this week, did you hear about that big money fight?
Oh, yeah, the greatest fight that ever happened.
Mayweather versus McGregor.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I kind of wanted to, but I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, it's just hype.
I heard it went 10 rounds though.
It did go 10 rounds. And it was a technical knockout at the end. And
yeah, Mayweather won 50-0, not counting him beating the Big Show.
Oh, that's right. He beat the Big Show. Remember?
So technically, he's 51-0.
51-0. He punched Big Show right out. I don't know. They were both kind of deplorable characters, aren't they?
Yeah, I think that was the intrigue. It's like watching two braggadocious assholes.
Yeah,
beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I didn't buy into it. I didn't really. I was like, I'll read the results when it's over.
That's why I was like, I don't want to pay
$100.
Yeah, $100 for one pay-per-view to watch one match that I care about because it could last like 10 seconds.
Yeah, you never know about fighting like that. And now there's rumors that he threw the fight and it was all staged so that he could have.
Doesn't that happen every time one of these things happen?
And at the end of the day,
who knows?
They're sitting on stacks of money. Well, what do they care?
Yep.
You know, everybody's like, "Oh, he lost," but who cares?
Who really lost?
He made $75 million.
We paid $100 for a pay-per-view. Who really lost?
Yeah, who really lost? You want to pay me $75 million to get punched out? I'll do it. I'll take it right now. You want to punch me for $75 million?
There we go, UFC.
Yeah. Nick McLaughlin will get in the ring of Plastic Tombstone fame. Somebody beat the shit out of me. If you give me $75 million, send me to the hospital.
How much would it be for a battle royale where they're all after you?
Oh, my God. Do I get to run?
Yeah, but you can't leave the cage.
Oh, I can't leave the cage.
You just get to run.
And how much can they beat me? Like, can they beat me to the inch of my life?
Beat you to either TKO or make you tap.
Oh, my God. I tap instantly. What does it matter?
Okay, maybe no tapping then.
I'll tap before they touch me. I'm like, no.
Okay, just TKO then. They have to technically knock you out.
Oh, God. Still, it's $75 million to get knocked out. I'll take it.
By a bunch of just dudes just mauling you.
I mean, it would be terrifying, but I would never have to work again.
UFC, I think this is your next big cash-in. I know things have been kind of tough lately, but
if you
just throw Nick McLaughlin in a ring with about 10 of your best fighters.
It won't last very long, but it'll be hilarious.
It will.
I promise.
I'll buy that pay-per-view.
I'll be more cowardly than Littlefinger.
I'll be in your.
Oh!
I'll be in your corner.
Thank you.
I'll be your coach.
You'll be my coach. I don't need a coach to get my ass kicked.
I'm gonna be like, the old man from Rocky.
Like, you can do it.
You can do it, Mr. Rocky. Get in there and fucking throw a punch.
I'll try. For $75 million, I'll try.
You might do better than CM Punk did.
That was such a whiff.
Poor guy.
If you want to watch CM Punk not win a UFC fight,
At least he tried.
he tried, but man, he didn't last very long.
No.
At least he didn't boast that he was going to be the best. He just wanted to try.
Yeah, at least he did. He held his word. He did do it.
Yep. All right, what do we want to talk about? So we were talking about Marvel a little bit. Let's talk about DC a little bit. But to upset you with DC stuff.
Oh, God. No. Me get upset over DC stuff? That never happens.
So they announced there's a Joker origin movie coming out.
Oh, isn't there supposed to be like a Joker Harley Quinn movie coming out?
Exactly. The Joker origin movie has nothing to do with the DC Extended Universe. It's just a standalone movie that doesn't connect.
What?
It's going to be a different character or different actor.
What?
And it's just going to be a Joker origin story. And then later, after they announced that, they said it's not connected to the DC universe, the extended universe. This is not the Jared Leto Joker. This is not a recasting. And then promptly announced that the Joker Harley Quinn movie is coming out. So now there's going to be, at the same time, 2 movies with the Joker in it with different actors in different timelines. Let's not get confusing. What's happening there?
Well, what is DC doing?
I think they're trying to do everything, and they're trying to find out what works.
Are they trying to be like Sony, or are they trying to follow that? The Sony's
I don't know.
It seems like it's not working for Sony, so DC.
It just seems like they're throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks.
I don't know.
I thought that was annoying because it's like, okay.
Well, it's like you said, like they have their TV shows that don't connect with their movies and all this stuff. Like
none of it connects, and it doesn't. I'm not saying it all has to connect, but don't make it needlessly convoluted.
Yeah,
like
it's just going to confuse people because some people are going to go see. Some people aren't going to be up and up on the news, and they're going to be like, "Oh, this was probably has something to do with the Batman or Justice League," and go watch the Joker origin movie, and then nope.
Yeah, and it's just odd.
And then you'll turn everybody off from your movies because they're like, "Well, I can't keep up with this shit because none of them seems to make any sense."
Yeah, I don't believe everything has to connect. I don't believe like the Flash TV show has to be the same Flash as the movie. But if there's a Flash TV show and then a Flash movie and then another Flash movie that wasn't involved with the same movie, now you're asking too much. It's way too convoluted. Which Flash is this one again?
Yeah.
It's like people might like that, but I mean, I can understand keeping TV and movie separate. But don't keep movie and movie separate. That's weird.
Well, even the TV and movie thing, like you said, like having the same characters be...
Yeah.
It's like, no, wait, why do they have their own Superman? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, that Superman's not this Superman. That Superman's alive. But this young Bruce Wayne, that's not the Batman from the Batman Extended Universe. That's the Gotham Batman.
Speaking of Superman and Justice League,
uh-oh.
Have you seen all the Justice League toys that are out now?
I have not. I think I've seen the Aquaman.
No Supermans in all the waves.
What do you mean? Matt, Superman's dead.
Oh, fuck, he's dead. You're right.
Did they just spoil it for me with a toy?
I'm assuming, yeah, probably, because it's like Justice League Superman. So that's like the.
I don't understand though. Batman's dead. He died at the end. Of
Batman's
the movie.
dead.
Oh wait, Superman's dead.
No,
Superman died at the end of the movie.
Yeah, he's he can't come back. He's dead.
Do you know that they're doing a little? I love it because DC's doing a little bit of backpedaling because now Ben Affleck is saying that you're going to see a different kind of Batman because the Batman in Batman vs Superman was so consumed with anger. That's why he was so angsty.
So now he's super funny.
Now he's going to be quirky Batman that you remember.
He's like, here's Batman.
Yeah, he's going to be like running at the camera on a green screen with pals and zooms all around him.
That'd be hilarious.
Rest in peace, Adam West.
I think I'd actually love the Justice League movie if they actually did that.
If they just added those in. It's a completely serious movie, but there's cartoon pals.
They turn like the Justice League into like a Tim and Eric episode.
God.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
You would love it, though. But I don't understand it, man. I think that's needlessly confusing, right?
Absolutely.
But
it reminds me of like the Venom saga that's going on with Spider-Man and Sony and all that.
That Venom's not connected to this Spider-Man. There's going to be another Spider-Man. Wait, what?
What the fuck?
But speaking of...
You all want to fucking try to be like Marvel, but you don't want to fucking...
Take the time. It's all about time, man. Take your time. They also announced Hellboy and Raiden are going to be in DC Injustice, which is kind of cool.
Injustice is a DC fighting game, for those who don't know.
It's it's got Mortal Kombat characters in it too.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Yeah, it's basically Mortal Kombat with DC characters and no deaths.
No deaths because everybody's super. And it's also got like an alternate storyline too.
Still haven't played it.
I heard it was good.
I have too. I just haven't gotten around playing it.
And we don't want to sound like we're shitting on DC all the time. It's just
those games are really good. The first one was really good.
It's just we don't know what is going on half the time because it's like this is a different story, that's a different story.
Pretty much.
It's just like, come on.
Wonder Woman was good, and we went into that with no expectations. So
yeah, so I mean,
maybe Justice League will be good. Even though I liked Wonder Woman, I'm still not super excited about Justice League. Something about it has just not grasped me.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Maybe it's because there's only one character I care about in Justice, or two characters I care about in Justice League.
Who do you care about in Justice League?
Wonder Woman and Batman. I don't give a shit about anybody else.
You don't care about Khal Drogo, Aquaman?
No.
What about Cyborg?
Nope, absolutely not. He looks like an eyesore.
What about the Flash?
He looks like an ice cyborg.
Oh God, that was a stretch.
Well,
an ice cyborg.
I didn't have time to think that one out. Kind of like the DC extended universe.
Oh man, he like had a bad joke, but he looped it back around on DC.
Bam! Fuck you, DC.
That's how it works.
Sorry.
Anyway,
I actually hope DC makes good movies.
Again, we just want good movies.
I like superhero movies, and DC. I like Green Lantern, man. I want to see him come around.
I don't think me and Matt are necessarily fanboys of anything.
No, I mean I've always been a Marvel guy. Like I always kind of geared towards Marvel.
Yeah, but if a Marvel movie's bad, you're not going to say it's good because you're a Marvel.
Yeah,
fan.
I'm not like, oh my God, Ant-Man was the best movie I've ever seen. Like, or Iron Man 3 was awesome. No, it wasn't that good.
Yeah, and that's what I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan. Neither one of those movies were good.
Nope, they sure weren't.
They had very few redeeming qualities in any of them, and they all look like monsters. And Bebop and Rocksteady looked kind of cool.
You can't beat the first original though. That movie's just a classic to me.
Yep. But that's what we want to say. We don't want people to think we're ripping on DC or we hate them or anything. We want good movies.
Yep. It's just a matter of them taking their time and doing it right. But they are so reactionary to everything.
It's just like throwing stuff,
Oh, this is popular this week. Let's see if we can reshoot stuff to make it fit into that. No, stop it.
Yeah. And that's all I got, man.
Yeah. It's been kind of slow. I mean, New York Comic Con's coming up here shortly.
Oh, we'll have a bunch of stuff to talk about then.
Yeah.
And there's a game coming out that you should try.
What's that?
It's called Beast Battle Simulator.
That sounds awesome off the bat.
It's on Steam, and it's like $8. And basically what it is like it's a pseudo-strategy game where you essentially have... One of the examples I saw was there's a T-Rex, and it gives you 20 pigs. And you have to weaponize the pigs to defeat the T-Rex. So you I saw them attach lasers, chain guns, and rocket launchers, flamethrowers to these pigs, all of them. And then you just press a button and like the physics take over and you see if you win the battle or not.
Huh.
It was kind of fucking hilarious.
That sounds awesome.
It was like defeat these evil seagulls, and somebody put like 3 stegosauruses out there and a couple horses. But the stegosaurus physics were stupid, so they just kind of spun like tops and they murdered everybody. And there's all this like blood and stuff shooting out of these things. It's super funny, and I want to try it, see if we can do a video on it.
Yeah, we should. We didn't do some Let's Plays. You need to get Wrestling Revolution 3D.
Yeah, well, we're gonna plan on doing some Let's Plays here shortly. We're gonna start. I think it's gonna be called PT Plays, and we'll start like doing.
Yeah, because we've had too many damn toy boxes. Now the Gamer Block's gone. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe we'll have time to do Let's Plays again because I really like doing them. It's just like
shout out Gamer Block.
Yeah,
rest in peace. Give us our money back.
How's your movie going, by the way?
It's slow.
Slow. Still coming out in October?
No.
Not making it.
Well, we had a snag. We've got the guy who found. He's talking about our movie Evil Dead Uproot, which is a documentary about the Evil Dead filming locations. There's a guy in Morristown who originally found the original cabin for them back in the day, and he still lives out there, and he was a producer for the first movie. And
he's fighting you?
He's not fighting us. He said he was super interested, and like the people we talked to around him said he's super interested. He just keeps not answering our calls or emails. Ugh. And he's an integral part to our story. Yeah. Because he knows the people who own the property. He's tried to buy the property that's out there. Yeah. To give to Bruce, but these people that own that property are kind of snobby. Like they denied us access to the original cabin site. So his story is pretty important, and he's kind of giving us the runaround. So we may just show up at his house one day
and just say, "We're here, man. Let us do it."
Yeah, let's do this. Because we were trying to actually get him with Bruce last weekend. Yeah. Bruce was in Kentucky last weekend, and we were just like, You love Bruce, man. We'll drive out there and we'll bring you up there and have a reunion.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And nothing came of it. So
Oof.
That's the life of this bullshit.
Yeah, documentaries are sometimes just stop if
Yeah.
you can't get if you can't get the thing you need.
Especially when it's an integral part of it.
Yeah. But that's kind of what we've been up to. Matt's been trying to get that going, and he's got his work, and my work was recently keeping me out until 8 o'clock at night, so it was just like not a lot of free time, but now we're getting a little more.
Winter is coming.
Yeah, winter's coming. So hopefully get some more Let's Plays from us soon.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
End of our regularly scheduled podcast.
This is our Digging Deeper segment where we're going to be talking about the last episode of Game of Thrones from this season.
And all the season in general. So if you haven't seen any of it, obviously you wouldn't be listening to this.
Yeah, so.
But we're
we'll
going to
see
talk.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. And if you go watch
spoil it,
come back and watch it next time. So full spoilers for Game of Thrones Season 7, The Dragon and the Wolf. And let's get into it.
Sounds like a power metal song.
The Dragon and the Wolf. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Yeah. So let's start off right where it left off.
Can I say that I was a little disappointed in the season finale?
Well, it's hard to. Where are you going to go? Everything's sort of obvious now.
I know, but it didn't feel as epic as the episode before. It felt kind of flat to me.
Well, it's always the last episode is always like a fallout from the previous episodes.
Yeah.
You know, even the one after the Red Wedding, even the one after Ned dies, those were okay finales, but it wasn't as big as the moment beforehand.
Yeah, I feel like I was really hyped for this one, though, and it just didn't deliver. But it still was a good episode. It just wasn't.
Yeah. It was a lot of
talking.
A lot of talking, but it's a lot of things you kind of saw coming. That was the only issue with it. Yeah. Which I don't have any problems with that, per se.
So let me throw a theory at you. I had a friend of mine say he thinks that the dragon that the White Walkers have, he thinks Jon Snow will be able to control it.
Why would he be able to control it?
I don't know. That was just a theory.
No, but what's his theory is why?
I guess because he's technically in the dance of fire and ice. You know, Daenerys is the fire and Jon Snow's the ice, I guess.
But I don't think that's an ice dragon.
It isn't. It was spraying blue fire.
It was blue flames, though.
It was blue ice.
And I think that was more of a aesthetic thing, so you don't get confused when both of them are fighting.
Well, I think that too, and the fact that Jon Snow kind of had like a connection with one, maybe it was.
Yeah, that was Drogon, though.
Yeah, it was just something one of my friends said, and I was like, oh,
there is a theory that Targaryens can only bond with one dragon, can only ride one dragon at a time.
Oh.
So that's sort of the reason they think that Jon didn't get on Drogon at the end. So it's an excuse for him to ride the other dragon.
Gotcha.
So maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
They'll be dual dragging it.
There's going to be 3 dragons in this.
Is it going to be a double dragon?
It's going to be a double dragon. There you go. But it starts off right in the snake pit with huge meetings of larger than life characters, and main characters abound. I mean, it was half the episode almost.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people meeting face to face for the first time.
Yeah. And I thought what Game of Thrones does well is those good big meetings.
Yeah. No, I mean, that was definitely a point where I was sitting there kind of like, yeah, finally these people are coming face to face.
And you get these little conversations between everybody trying to catch it. It had to have been so hard to shoot because you got 60 hours of story to tell, and now you're just like, well, Dany's meeting Cersei for the first time. How do you even think about that?
She had to make her grand entrance.
Yeah, she came in on the dragon being late just to sort of piss Cersei off a little bit.
And drops the mic right in her face.
Boom. But yeah, let's talk about those little meetings. I liked the Hound. Hound was...
Yeah, he finally comes face to face with the Mountain again. He's
with
just
the Mountain.
What happened to you? You're ugly, you cunt.
And then he basically you know who's coming for you, which is his veiled threat at the Mountain.
Yep.
Because there was...
Still no explanation on what the hell is going on with the Mountain.
He's just
Is he a zombie?
He's sort of just a zombie, kind of.
Which is weird because Cersei is scared of the zombie that they show later. So.
Yeah, but she doesn't have any control over that.
Yeah,
I think Sir Gregor the Mountain zombie Clegane she has some control over him because she can tell him what to do.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing. There's no real explanation for him.
Yeah, he's just kind of there.
He's just kind of this giant zombie guy.
Yeah, he's just kind of... I mean, I think it was more just to be like, why doesn't anybody... I think he's there for, why doesn't anybody just kill Cersei?
Yeah.
Why didn't Jon just, go for it? All of them there could have taken it out, but everybody's sort of kind of scared of the Mountain.
Yeah.
You know, it's just because he's sort of like this Terminator of a figure. Everybody apparently but the The Hound. He's the only one who's not
The
afraid
Hound's
of.
like, screw you, dude.
So he had another awesome moment where he was talking to Brienne of Tarth, where she was basically like, "I'm sorry, I almost killed you," and they talked about Arya and stuff. That was a cool moment.
And then he basically said he wouldn't stand in Arya's way.
Yep.
And that's kind of, I guess, the Hound's official face turn.
Yep. He's done it, man. The Hound is no longer a. Was he really ever a jackass?
No, he was just on the wrong side for a while.
Yeah. You thought he was gonna have like this Beauty and the Beast thing with Sansa when it first.
Yeah.
All that stuff went down, and they were trying to get her out of there, and she was like refused to go.
Beauty and the Beast with the Hound.
Yeah. Speaking of Sansa and Arya, let's talk about what we kind of saw coming.
Yeah, well, I mean that they've built that pretty well actually. Because
I thought that was good.
Me and you were like, hey, they're obviously Littlefinger's plotting those two against each other.
Yeah.
And it comes down to it, and it shows like, you know, obviously Littlefinger's talking to Sansa, and you're like, he's getting in her head, man.
You hoping. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Game of Thrones does so well is it confuses you a little bit. You think you know what's going to happen, and then it says nah. And even though it's getting to the sort of predictable realm is what people are calling it, because people gotta live, it still makes you slightly uneasy because it is Game of Thrones. Like, you know, but you don't know 100%. You might be 80% sure you know what's going on.
Right.
You can't say for sure you didn't think Tyrion wasn't going to make it out of that room.
Yeah.
You can't say for sure you didn't think Jaime was going to make it out of that room. Like, there's always that little doubt, and I think that's what the show does so well. Even though it does take the predictable route because we still have 6 episodes to go, it still makes you a little bit
it's still satisfying.
Yes.
But so they do like a meeting, and they actually call
Arya in.
And you think they're going to like banish her or whatever. No, they actually hold trial for Littlefinger.
Oh, it was awesome. I thought at first Arya was going to like cut him down and leave. And I thought that was going to be like a conflict that took place next season. But nope. Sansa just turns and says, "How do you plead, Lord Baelish?" And this is the first time you see Peter Baelish just caught off guard. Man.
Yeah,
he didn't know what to say, and I thought he played that so well.
He got played when he's supposed to be the biggest snake there is.
Yeah, he was he masterminded everything, you know. And if it wasn't for Bran, they wouldn't have known that maybe. Because Bran was basically like, "Yeah, you did this, and you betrayed my father, and you did that." And
because Bran's seen everything at this point.
Yeah. Well, that was Bran's big. The reveal of Bran's power is that Bran doesn't know everything.
Yeah.
Bran can see what's going on now if he's looking for it. Eddie can go in the past and look it up if he wants to or knows what he's looking for. Because he needs to have a starting point.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't have a starting point, he doesn't know where to go. So that's why he doesn't know everything. But if he looks into Littlefinger's past, he can figure out what's going on.
The only thing sad about that is I did like Littlefinger as a character because he was so
Weasley.
Yeah, but we never really got to find out what his true motives were.
I think his true motives were just to get power, and he was always trying to climb as high as he could. I think he did love Sansa, just in a weird, messed up way.
Like, you know, obviously he loved the Stark ladies, but I always felt like he was going to have like a bigger. I always felt like something big was going to come out of like what he was
like a bigger plan, and maybe he did, but he just kind of conned himself into a corner. Because he was playing both sides for years. He was playing Lannister sides. He was playing Stark sides. He sold Sansa to the Boltons, but then he played it off like that was the thing he wanted to do all along. And I don't know. It's just like he was always just trying to stay ahead of everybody. He was always 12 steps ahead, but this is the one time where he didn't make it. And it was so awesome. He was just like, at first he was like, "What are you talking about? I'm confused."
Yeah.
And then he kind of vaguely threatened her a little bit. And then he kind of tried to play her pity, and then he just started sobbing.
Yeah.
And then Arya was just like, well, and cold as ice, just
slices his throat
with the cat's paw dagger, which she gave him earlier.
So that's nice.
End of Peter Baelish.
Yep, he's gone. The only major real death in this episode.
Yeah, and I think that's everybody's saying everybody's got plot armor on now.
Yeah.
Because you got 6 episodes left.
Well, that's just part of it. Man.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
As long as you make it entertaining to watch, which they did. I think the Tyrion Cersei scene was one of the best scenes in the
Tyrion
episode.
Obviously shows some sympathy for the kids that died, and
because of him, and
she still can't bring herself to kill him, even though she's pissed off at him.
But that's because she's plotting.
Yeah,
because that was the big reveal of that was the biggest twist of the episode, which wasn't really another twist, but she essentially, yes, I'll help you. I'll send my armies north. So everybody thought perfect.
Oh, she does have a heart. Nope.
turns out Jamie didn't even believe her. Jamie's preparing to send the armies north, and
yeah, Jamie's going to stick to his word, and then so he's going to making another face turn.
Yeah, well, he's done. That was the final straw with Cersei. Doesn't matter if the kid's there. Doesn't matter. It's like if she's not gonna see what the real problem is.
Yeah,
Jamie knows that all she cares about is her power and what she can hold on to.
So he actually got to leave. She made the mountain pull out his sword. Yeah, it was like, oh, Jamie's
I thought Jamie Lannister was done for, and I was really sad about that. But
no.
Yep, she kind of couldn't bring herself to do it again. You know, it's like
so he may go north, and he may wind up becoming one of the bigger heroes.
Yeah, but it still shows that the Lannisters kind of hate each other, but they kind of can't get around to getting rid of each other. You know, it's just like Cersei can't kill Jamie, Jamie can't kill Cersei, Cersei can't kill Tyrion. It just they can't seem to do it, but they all kind of just despise each other. You know?
Yeah, they just hope somebody else will kill.
Yeah, just like let somebody else. But Cersei's big plan is to basically let the undead kill everybody while she takes everything over, and then hopefully she can survive.
And they found out that the undead can't swim, so
yeah, that was another plan that Euron kind of played them a little bit, because I thought that was an awesome beat when he was just like, well, I've never seen anything before that scared me, but I'm out.
Yeah,
he just like he just left. He just dropped the mic and left.
It turns out he wasn't. He actually didn't. He was actually going to get
that was the plan,
golden army or whatever.
Is to make it feel like Cersei's losing power, essentially.
Yeah.
And so we'll get that next season, because we got Theon going after Yara to save her.
Yeah, obviously.
He had his finally heroic moment where he stood up
and got his ass whooped for a few minutes, and then
he had eunuch powers, man.
Till dude kneed him in the no nuts.
And he kind of just smiled at him, right?
Yeah.
Just like, doesn't hurt. What are you going to do?
I ain't got no dick, dude.
It's eunuch powers prevailed. So basically, that's a plot line of next season. And then what else do we have? Jon and Dany hooking up finally.
Yeah.
With his aunt.
And then we find out that Daenerys' brother and that girl
Lyanna Stark
were
officially married.
And had Jon Snow, whose name is what?
Aegon Targaryen.
Aegon Targaryen.
Which is not as good as Jon Snow.
No.
Jon Snow's a good name. Jon Sand. But so he's like the true heir, actual true heir of the Iron Throne, which causes a big problem because
Daenerys may not like that.
How is she? That's my question. How do you think she's going to react to that?
I don't know.
Because she obviously cares about him enough to let shit go down for real.
Yeah, dude.
And so what was Tyrion's deal? He's kind of standing outside the door.
Yeah, that was one thing. It's like, is Tyrion like jealous or?
I see. Some people think Tyrion's jealous. I think Tyrion knows there's a problem with mixing business with pleasure, so to speak, because he sees that they care about each other. But are they doing what's best for everyone else, or are they doing what's best for each other now at this point?
It could be that.
So maybe he's concerned that they're not going to make the right decisions because they're worried about what the other one's thinking. Because they were all pissed off at Jon because all Jon had to do was lie and say, yeah, I'll bend the knee to the queen. But Jon was like, I can't do that.
I can't. I love Daenerys and I'll...
Yeah. Well, Jon's so concerned about his honor, he doesn't want to be dishonorable. But everyone's like, just lie for 5 seconds and we would have this set. But he couldn't do it. And so maybe Tyrion's a little worried that he cares too much and is going to end up like Ned or Robb.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what happened to Robb. Robb just tried to do the right thing by going to the Frey's wedding and apologizing, and it got him fucking killed. So I think it's more about concern for both of them than it is like a jealousy thing.
Yeah.
Because he never really implied that he was into her at all.
It just kind of happened.
No, like Tyrion was into Dany.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it was never like any implication to me anyway.
But we don't know. It could be something completely different we're not even thinking about, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be something. It was just
maybe he's questioning, you know, maybe I do want to be with my family.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he does think that their alliance is going to essentially kill his family.
Yeah.
Because he did say that. He said we could have ended this a long time ago, but we didn't. So who knows what's going to happen? And then we get the grand finale. We get to see the fucking dragon.
The White Walkers just show up and burn down the wall pretty much.
Is Tormund and that Barrett guy still alive?
Yeah, probably.
Right? I feel like if they don't show them dying, they're still alive.
Yeah. They're still there.
I was so happy to kind of see that. That was a good way to cap off the season.
It was, but it also kind of sucked because it's still that thing like they're still walking towards their goal.
Yeah, it's true. But now there's nothing really in their way. And there was that big reveal. It's snowing at King's Landing now.
Yeah.
And the White Walkers survive much better in the snow.
Yep.
So that was kind
we
of
didn't talk about how Cersei reacted to the White Walker.
Oh yeah, she was legitimately terrified.
Yeah.
And it was a nice reveal. It was like
I was kind of scared that, like, the hound was opening up and the thing had died or something.
Yeah,
and
it was going to be like, oh, this is all for nothing.
And I was like, oh, no. But no, he jumps out and...
Awesome sequence, man.
Yeah.
Comes right at her and with the chain and then... Yeah, legitimate terror on her face.
Yeah, everybody's just like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, and then they just kind of show that it's not as easy to kill him as you think, because the hound just kind of like takes an arm off,
And
cuts it in half, still moving. The upper half is still moving. His arm is still moving, and John kind of shows, oh, look, you can burn it or you can kill it with dragon glass. And essentially, that was Cersei's sort of like, oh, okay. You maybe thought she was going to be like, okay, this makes the most sense. These things are going to murder us all.
Yeah.
But Cersei's always got herself in mind, so there you go.
It sucks. We got to wait, 2 years for the next
season? Oh, my God, so long.
I'm going to forget all this. I'm like, what happened?
What we should have is, like, you should watch it all in one fell swoop again, and then, like, have a podcast recap about everything that happened before it starts up again. But, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It didn't leave me on a cliffhanger enough of where I'm depressed that I'm not going to see it again. I'm excited to see it, but it wasn't like, oh, what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
It wasn't it wasn't the death of Jon Snow, for lack of a better term.
Right.
You're like, is he still alive? Obviously he's still alive, but how is he still alive?
God, it just sucks. I can't believe we got to wait 2 years.
So what was your thoughts of the season overall?
It was awesome. I think that things moved a lot faster, and I know some people complain about that, but I actually enjoyed that because we've had a lot of build-up.
Well, the show was cheaper back then.
Yeah, and I don't dislike the build up. Like, I enjoyed all the build up we had, but now I'm ready. I'm to the point where, stuff's happening fast.
I want to see wars. I want to see battles. I want to see,
because everything we've seen so far has been amazing.
Yeah,
the production value in the show is insane.
Well, you got to look at it. This is the way I see the first Game of Thrones, or when the Game of Thrones started. It wasn't as expensive as it is to produce now, for sure.
Yeah,
it's so much more expensive now. Which is why there's 7 episodes in this season and not 10, because those 7 episodes cost just as much as the 10 in season 6, because of the production, because of the ramped up. I mean, we saw dragons like almost every episode.
Yeah,
and they looked awesome every time. It didn't look like crappy dragons or anything. But you just got to see them, and you got to see them actually fight, and you got to see an undead dragon, and you got to see armies left and right. It was awesome. But the first season, you had to rely on character development and building because you didn't have enough money for that stuff.
Yeah.
Remember the dragons? The most we got out of the dragons the first 3 seasons were when they were tiny, and they sort of like lit that guy on fire at that one place. That was all. That's what you got. That was it. And now it's just like full-on dragon riders, and it's going to be a full-scale battle.
Yeah.
And it's going to be awesome, but we built all that stuff up, so now we can move faster.
Yeah.
There's only 2 storylines going on right now.
That's what I liked about this season. It was all this build-up has paid off.
Yeah, it was all a big payoff, and for those who were disappointed in this season, look at it as this was the first half of the final season. And that's the way I see it. I mean, it may take a little longer to get here, but when Breaking Bad stopped at the first 8 episodes when Hank was sitting on the toilet, spoiler alert, that wasn't the end of the series. That was just the halfway point of the last season.
Yeah.
So you get more to come, and it's going to be 6 episodes, and it's going to be amazing.
And finally the White Walkers get to have a battle with the people.
Yeah. So how... Cersei's got to die now, right? Because she almost had a redeeming moment.
I don't know, man.
In her life.
I don't know. I feel like she's going to wind up being the winner.
Would that be something? That'd be something, man.
It's like she's the person you've wanted to die the entire series.
Well, she deserves it more than anybody, I think. And I don't know. I originally thought Dany was going to bite it, but now I think Dany might be knocked up.
Yeah.
So I think...
Her little incest Jon Snow...
little half-nephew Aunt Baby going on there. I mean...
Interesting to see how that plays out, but I mean, with 6 episodes left, there's not much you can...
Does she turn on him? Does she...
I don't know. We'll just have to see how she reacts to all that.
Yeah.
Or if they even find out before one of them dies.
That would be something, right? They shouldn't... I wonder if they decide to not even tell them.
You never know.
Because I feel like, yes, that's a way to do it, but I feel like if you're going as far to say as Jon's a Targaryen, you're trying to put a wedge between these two that have clearly have an alliance. And I think that's the whole point, is it's not supposed to be like, oh, everybody's like, oh, well, incest is fine with the Targaryens. They're used to it. But I think that's not the point.
Yeah.
Because I think if it was okay, it wouldn't make such a big deal out. I think the point is now they're together, now they're a strong alliance, but now there's something. Jon's the real heir to the throne, and she's not anymore because she's not the last Targaryen.
Yeah.
Well, how is she going to react to that? It's going to be interesting to see. I feel that's the point anyway.
Yeah. I could see that.
Jorah Mormont made it all the way this season, man.
Yeah, I thought he was going to die. Damn.
I thought there was going to be a lot more deaths, but I feel like they might be saving a lot of those for next season.
Yeah, next season people will probably drop them like flies.
I hope so. Not in a bad way. Fuck all those people, but I think like it needs to happen because war is lost and all that stuff. You can't just say, "Oh, everybody makes it out and everybody holds hands and it's awesome." I feel like Jaime doesn't make it. I feel like Tyrion maybe makes it.
I don't know. It's gonna be a tough call, man.
It's a tough call at this point. The Hound clearly defeats the Mountain.
I hope so.
But we still have Arya in the mix, and she wants Cersei dead bad. Yeah. So you have to remember that, too. Maybe she gets sent on a mission, or maybe she finds out what Cersei did, and that's an Arya story arc, and the next is her infiltrating King's Landing.
That'd be awesome.
That would be amazing, right? Because she can do it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see where the season goes. We'll keep you posted on when it's going to happen, because they're saying it still might happen next year.
I hope so.
But it might not happen until January of 2019.
We'll see. Hopefully next year, because I don't want that steam to die down,
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting for sure. And I'm glad I got to see that dragon.
Yeah.
I really don't know how I feel about the previously on Game of Thrones, because it kind of ruins everything, doesn't it?
I don't know. It does give you a little recap if you forgot a couple things, because there are a lot of...
But they didn't need to show the dragon coming back, because the second they showed the dragon come back, I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to see that thing at the last second.
That's true.
Yeah,
but
you just knew it was going to be like... I thought it was going to sort of end on a smooth note. But
Ice King's just flying around on him.
God, it was it was awesome looking, too. He had like, sort of like holes in his wings, and the army looks just enormous. There's giant ice zombies. The fucking horses are the coolest part about that zombie army.
Yeah, they're like half skeleton.
Yeah, they're just apart. Like, you see their... I don't know how they fucking do that. I watched the behind the scenes on them with that beyond the wall behind the scenes thing where you could see like the dudes running in front, but they have the green screen on.
Yeah, they look cool, man. It does a lot of work goes in those episodes.
So 6 left, and so what would you rate this season as in comparatively to the other seasons?
I'd probably say about somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, about mid-range.
Yeah, it's still. I feel like maybe as a whole, it's going to be probably way up there, but it's just a half right now. I'm still.
Yeah, you're waging them. You're putting them together like I am.
I'm still waiting for the big stuff to happen. It still was a lot of good stuff happened this season, but nothing like the red, not like the red wedding. It just blew my mind. Yeah,
I mean the Littlefinger thing is probably the closest it came this season, just because, like we said, we have too many main characters. In the mix. I'm happy they're still trying to do that, but it's also kind of like you're Shyamalaning yourself when everybody's looking for the twist now. So it's a credit to them that you a couple things you still didn't see coming because everybody's looking for it.
Yeah.
Ever since the Red Wedding, everybody's like, oh, no, he's going to die. He's gone. But now it's like they're kind of doing that in reverse. They're like make you uneasy a little bit, but then they just save the person anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't kill Jaime, you can't kill Tyrion, you can't kill Dany. You need those people at least for another 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Then start whacking them off.
Yep. Next little bit, we'll see some deaths, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, anyway, thanks for listening.
Awesome half season, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed the crap out of it. It was something to look forward to every week.
Yep.
I'm a little sad we don't have anything to talk about now.
Stranger Things is coming.
Oh, yeah. Well, how do you want to do that?
That's like I said, I think we should watch 2 episodes a week.
2 episodes a week?
It sucks, but let's enjoy it like an actual TV show.
I'll try. How many episodes are there? 13?
I think so. Just do it.
All right. You're like, just do it. Just shut up and do it.
So that way we can talk about them like we do.
Like an actual TV show?
We can have our Digging Deeper segments every week.
I might be able to do 2 a week.
That's fun.
I don't think I can do. The problem is when you get to a big cliffhanger and it's not like you can just like.
No.
You're like take your finger off the button. Take your finger off the button. Nope.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, that'll be the hard part. We'll try.
Yeah.
We'll try. Who knows?
And then Ash vs. Evil Dead will be out some year.
Word. Yeah, I have to watch those and we can talk about those too. So awesome. Well, thanks for listening.
Check us out on all social media and
until next time,
stay groovy.
Stay groovy.